I'm Breanna Rawn, and I am a graphic designer and illustrator for Totem content. I work on CA magazine and Accurate Precision. Everything I do starts with a sketch. One of the most important tools that I use for everything I do is a sketchbook, which I bring everywhere with me. Apart from working with Totem content, I do a lot of editorial illustration and product illustration. So something like this would start with just like a very loose concept. This is a second draft of the same concept. Studying and working on my style and technique for about 10 years. The very basics of illustration and drawing are being able to sense and block out shapes. So you can take a very complex object like a hand and block it out into shapes and positive and negative tones. Hands in particular are just like a really complex one to do. Everyone has trouble with hands forever, never gets easier. So apart from working with Totem content, I have a lot of personal clients I do custom illustrations for. Most recently, I have a contact that works with Great Lakes Brewery. They were having an event and they had a custom made beer to go with it, so they needed a label done. So I was able to work with them and come up with this. They were making a raspberry saison, and we put together just a raspberry background and had their pets. So in my personal work, I've always been really interested in taking my illustrations and what it would mean in production to actually produce them into products. So taking a sketch like this and then producing it digitally, which would look like something like that once you printed it. So that's a digital print. But I really like kind of like the handmade aspect of things and like producing everything DIY and by myself. So I've been exploring screen printing. So basically I take a printout of the digital design and expose it onto a screen with light. I've been able to produce posters as well as felt pennants, so using different materials. Another really fun thing is to be able to print a whole bunch on a flash sheet and then cut them out as patches. It's really rewarding to see all the stages inside of a project, and over the course of a graphic designer career, like that process is always evolving, and it's really nice to get to a point in your career where you know that process inside out, and you can say, oh, here's a sketch, it's going to go to a high fidelity mock-up, it's going to go digital, and then this is going to be the final product.